Welcome to your daily focus for July the 23rd, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards and see how we can move positively in a forward direction by understanding the energy that surrounds us. And we have the Tower card. Are we feeling like this today? Our walls are come crumbling down. Are we tearing down those walls? Are we feeling standing proud and direct, confident, knowing that we can change our today, which in turn changes our tomorrow? I get this as a very strong card for us today. And I mean, the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Sag, so there's a lot of fire energy. There's a lot of wanting to go forward. Now, in the construction of a wall, we have to take our time. We have to have due diligence. We have to make a commitment. But if you've ever taken down a wall before, there's not a lot of finesse. There's not a lot of, there's some planning, but there's little planning. You take that sledgehammer and you swing with all your might and watch it come crumbling down. Or maybe you're putting dynamite on the base and just blowing it up to smithereens. So that's kind of the energy today. It's kind of, well, it's definitely fire energy. There's definitely action involved. Watch your temper. Watch it, what you're tearing down. But you feel strong, you feel confident, and you know that you don't need all the details in order to do it. Yeah, you need to know that the power is turned off in that wall, or you don't want to hit a live wire. You need to know where the rubble is going to fall. We don't need a lot of clutter to trip over. To choose your words wisely, your actions wisely, but I don't think it's a day for really planning it out. It's more of a go with the flow. Allow yourself to feel your passion, feel your energy, own it, know where you want to go forward, know what has been hindering you. I have been doing so much talking lately about the inner warrior and the part of the inner warrior of yourself that you have silenced. And perhaps this is tearing down that wall. Ten of Wands. Well, it's not going to be easy to keep everything together today. It's not going to be easy to take those steps. It's not going to be easy to reach the castle. It's not going to be easy to keep that load in balance. It's not going to be easy to make those strong, hard decisions of what needs to go and what needs to stay in our lives. So even though we're feeling the tower energy and feeling like we want to tear down that wall, it could get messy. Be careful. The tens represent the end of a path, but it's in our conflict area. So it's telling us that even though we feel like we are finished with that path, it's not. There's things to let go of. There's endings that need to happen. There's completion that needs to happen. And we're coming upon a lunar eclipse this week. So strong energy for healing coming into our lives. Strong energy for allowing endings or completion or closure. To finally lay down some of that dead wood and only carry the energy of growth, of freedom, of liberation forward. Our truest goals, our truest dreams. And the Five of Cups. Oh boy. We could really lose sight of, with this kind of energy today, even walking through it in a very diligent manner, we could definitely feel like we've dropped the ball on ourselves, we've let ourselves down, we've let others down, we didn't champion the cause when we should have, or spoke what we wanted to say, or acted in the way we did, or vice versa. We didn't keep silent when we should have, or shouldn't have stood back. And so we're going to blame ourselves a little bit, I think, as the evening comes around. Now, Mars is in retrograde, and so we may be looking at, because Mars is going to be very close to the moon during that lunar eclipse. And I think that's where we see where it could be behaviors, it could be our attitudes, it could be our perceptions, that the light is illuminated on where we have stifled our inner warrior. And we're not to blame. And we didn't let ourselves down. We didn't drop the ball. But I think it's going to take a while to realize that, or really think it through. So, journal these kind of things. And don't look away from when you feel like you failed. You didn't step up to the plate when you should have. You dropped the ball. And ask yourself why you feel that way about yourself. Because you did, in that very moment, you did what you thought was absolutely right for your highest good. And if you feel that, you know what, I felt it in my gut that I shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyways, ask yourself why you did that response. Because in some way, your inner warrior would have taken a different approach, and you know it. And you can learn something about yourself that is going to be hugely beneficial in your path forward. Let's get an affirmation card. So don't blame yourself. Even though you feel that you should be blaming yourself, do not blame yourself. Do not beat up on yourself. Go with the flow. The little aggravations in life, go with the flow. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter. If your partner forgets to take out the garbage, it's not going to matter in 5 years. Now, if your partner forgets for the next 5 years, big problem, but is that the case? Or is it our perception of the moment? We have patience. 14. Patience is pretty popular. Patience likes to come out a lot and reminds us that in due time, in divine time, everything will manifest exactly as we want. Have patience, moderation. This card reminds me that patience will bring me into recognition of and alignment to my purpose. All my needs are met, even though I may not see it yet on the outer visible world. The angels are looking out for me. Moderation in all things is required right now. And the moon in Sag, we can kind of go overboard. The sun in Leo, we can definitely go overboard. So moderation in all things is required right now. I would have to absolutely agree with the card and the astrology. To take your time. To maybe not, even though you want to swing that sledgehammer so hard. Ask yourself why you are trying to release it or remove it in your life. Why you need to tear that wall down. Understand it completely. I think there'll be a lot less self-doubt and self-blame going around if that's the case. Let's get an animal card. Sing your song. Sing your song. Let that inner warrior out and sing, 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 sing your song. Sing, create, express, and respect. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Isn't it time to listen to that song in your heart? Bluebird tells you that you've been hiding, and now it's time for you to sing whatever song you feel. It doesn't necessarily have to be a happy tune. If you are feeling sad, honor your emotions, express them. However, Bluebird would prefer that your song turn into one of happiness and higher emotion. Bluebirds are gentle, non-aggressive creatures that tend to avoid confrontation and are patient with other kinds. If a bluebird feels threatened or is upset, it stands its ground and defends itself and its own kind. Bluebird has shown up in your reading because it feels as though you have allowed others to take what is yours, and it is now time for you to stand strong. The situation could have just arrived, or it could have been something that has lingered for years. Respect what is said, but know that you need to respect your own stance too. Don't shoulder another's problems if they aren't taking the same responsibility. It's important to be patient and kind with your words. You have nothing to explain. You have nothing to defend. This is your life. By following the song within your heart, you will be guided. Any frustrations or conflicts arriving in your path are to teach you patience, and make sure that you are truly listening and not being misguided. Because bluebird is the color blue, it is often associated with the throat chakra and creative expression. Pick up a musical instrument, a pen, a paintbrush. If you feel you can't vocalize your song in your life, maybe another creative way will help you lift that song up so that you can finally sing your song. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.